What's up guys, and welcome back to On the Brick with another minifig showcase. With the Bad Batch series coming out in less than a month, I thought I might as well show you my Bad Batch minifigures, the ones I was able to get at least, and today we are going to start with Tech. Tech was the nickname of a clone commando who served in the Bad Batch, also known as Clone Force 99. This was a small group of clones who had genetic modifications, making them different than the normal clones we are used to. Tech's modifications allowed him to appear leaner, fairer, and younger than his fellow clones. Tech served as the brains of his squad and was a valued asset in this regard, oftentimes helping ensure their missions were successful using his high intellect and master of technology. Though it is important to remember he was equally as skilled in combat as the other three main members. Something that I actually did not know was that Tech's suit was actually heavily modified scout trooper armor with a specialized visor. Tech himself was very talkative and communicative, and much like myself, really liked to dispense trivial knowledge. When the new show comes out next month, I am certain we are going to learn so much more about him. This is actually the second version of Tech that I have, and eventually I'll show off that first one. But for now, this is actually a surprisingly nice figure. I've had a lot of hit and misses with BigKidBrix. He makes some really awesome custom molds for certain figures and then lacks in the printing in other areas, so I was a little hesitant in getting this guy. And honestly, the printing on this guy is a little basic. It doesn't look bad and it does match what we see from Tech, but both versions from AV Figures and Minifigs for You have more detail. In fact, looking at those and comparing it to this one, BigKidBrix's version does not have any pockets or belt on the waist, which the character of Tech very clearly does have. And while that might not seem so bad or like a deal breaker, when you're paying $34 for a figure like this, I would like it to at least have that accuracy. However, on the other end, one thing that BigKidBrix did extra on this figure was he actually did 360-degree printing for once. If you've seen any of my other videos on BigKidBrix figures, then you would know he doesn't really do 360-degree printing, so it's really awesome to see that he did it this time. Again, it is pretty minimal, but at least it's there, and I will say that I do like the arm printing and think that it looks really good too. Obviously, the printing continues onto the back, and there is a backpack included. BigKidBrix does say that this backpack is not his, and it comes from quote-unquote other. If you happen to know where he got this backpack, please do let me know in the comments down below. But obviously, the biggest reason to get Tech would be, well, either if you like him or his helmet. When it comes to all clones, and especially the Bad Batch, this is probably the most unique helmet out there, as we don't see anyone else with this type of helmet. Now, just like the backpack, BigKidBrix did not make this helmet, and he also doesn't say where he got it from. If you happen to know where he got it from, please do put it in the comments down below. I have my suspicions, but I don't want to say anything just yet. But this helmet is really nice. I love how there are even details on the visor as if you can see what he sees. I do think that the mold is excellent, and out of everybody's Tech helmets, this is easily my favorite. Part of the reason for that is because you can actually lift the visor and reveal the goggles underneath. Whoever it was that made this helmet did a really good job, and I really like it. But if you take the helmet off, you actually have a printed head underneath. It's a fairly decent match that's as good as it can be for something like this. I do think it looks good. The goggles do fade away about halfway through the head, but the reason for that is because you do actually get a hairpiece as well. This obviously isn't a custom hairpiece. I believe this was used in some of the Ghostbuster sets, and while it's not 100% perfect, I think it's as good as we can get. And I actually really like how it looks, so if you want to do like a stop motion or something, you would have both options here. Me personally, I choose to display him with the helmet on. So overall for the price tag, I do think this is pretty decent. I don't really grade minifigures, but I would have to give this one like a 7 out of 10. I really do like the helmet and the backpack. I like that it's 360-degree printed. But the printing is pretty tame, it's lacking in details, and BigKidBrix didn't even make the helmet, which is kind of unusual for someone who makes a ton of custom molds. But as always, please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know who your favorite member of the Bad Batch is, and yes, that does include Echo. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the Bad Batch figures. A huge thank you to all of my patrons for their continued support. Videos like this are only possible thanks to contributions from you guys, especially people like Jonathan and Project Elements. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.